Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Welcome back to the show. We are live today once again with our friend Candice Zinner from Chardon, Ohio. She owns Salty. That's visitsalty.com. And you might say, what's Salty? Well, it's a premier salt cave and spa. And we are excited to have her back here today. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me again.
Well, thanks for being here. And let me just introduce right off the top. If someone's here on the Zoom, they're going to say, who's the other beautiful lady? There's two of them today. Who's this?
My name is Lakin Walker, and I am the esthetician here at Salty.
Beautiful. All right. For starters, tell us a little bit about what Salty even is for new time listeners, please.
So we are a salt cave spa. We have a man-made salt cave, which is a beautiful area to come and breathe in that salty air, which is great for your respiratory system and your skin. And then we have spa services where Lakin does facials and massage. And we also have other more natural type services here.
Beautiful. Well, let's begin then by talking about what are the estheticianal services that you all offer.
So the services that I offer here at Salty, as Candice mentioned, are facials, massage, and then I also offer beauty services like brow lamination, brow tinting, lash lamination, and lash tinting also, which is just a service that darkens and enhances the eyebrows and the lashes. So it is a beauty service, but the natural side of a beauty service.
I've never heard of the word. You said it's lamination. You say that again?
Yes, lamination. And you can do that.
Lamination.
Yes, you can do that to the brows and to the eyelashes. And what it does is it lifts. It gives a lift and a curl to the lashes, and it gives a lift to the brow hairs. So what it does is it gives you the ability to have that put together look without having to wear any makeup.
Ooh, I like this. Okay, because at first I was like, wait, extensions, like eyelash extensions? No, not that.
Right, right. Which those are a very hot
Awesome
commodity
too.
and very trendy. So it gives you some of that look, but just a more natural look in a more natural way.
Beautiful. And as far as the brows, so how is that? It's making them like, for example, is it like are you dyeing them, or what type of product is it that makes them different?
It is basically a perm, but for the eyebrow hairs or for the eyelashes.
I've never heard of this. This is exciting.
Right, it's good stuff. So basically, if you use an eyebrow brush and brush the hairs upward and kind of shape them and put them into place, what it does is it just holds it in that position.
Awesome. And how long does that process take normally?
It takes anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, depending on if you're doing just the lashes, just the brows, or both.
All right. All right. So this is great. So we got the eyelashes down. We got the eyebrows down. Facials. What type of facials are we offering? And tell us the benefits about facials. It's good to know when should we be getting them, how often, and would love to know what it does for us and our pores.
Absolutely. So, as much as I love providing beauty services, facials are my specialty and my passion. I am considered a holistic esthetician. So, what that basically means is all of the products that I use are all natural organic products. And just because they're natural and organic, they're still powerful and they're still going to provide all of the benefits that you're wanting to achieve with your skin. For facials, I always recommend getting a facial every 4 to 6 weeks. And everything that you do at home is just as important as the treatments that you get done. So I also like to create a customized at-home skincare routine. So that is always included with my facial services as well.
And what are some of the things should we be doing at home? Could you share a little bit about the moisturizing, about the
Absolutely.
toner, about the cleansing, all those things that, there's so many conflicting, is it cold water, hot water? Do we use what type of product? Yeah,
Right.
and I'm sure every face is different, but give us.
Exactly. Exactly. Everybody has their own issues that they have or their own results that they want to see. But across the board, you always want to have the basics, which is a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer. So those are the three basics that you would want to have in your daily skincare routine and in that order because the order does matter. So cleanser, toner, moisturizer. And then what I like to recommend is very individual. Some clients are looking for treatments for aging, other clients are looking for treatments for the texture of their skin. And like we just mentioned, everybody has different skin types. So I like to customize whatever that individual person is needing or seeking for their skincare.
Beautiful. And just curious, I got to ask this question about moisturizing. Do you recommend lotion? Do you recommend oils? What's the best moisturizer that should we be putting on every night before we go to bed? I'm assuming clean face, right? So take everything off at night, but what should we be putting on our face overnight?
Yes, so overnight you definitely want a thicker moisturizer versus daytime you want something lighter because you're active. But at night it's most important to stick to that skincare routine and to use all of the products that you're going to use because it's going to penetrate into the skin overnight and your skin is repairing and rejuvenating overnight more so than it is during the day. So for nighttime, I would highly recommend a thicker moisturizer that will give your skin that hydration that it needs and seal it in.
Got it. All right. And any things that we're doing wrong? Most people do. Any misnomers? Do you want to tell us what some of us do that we shouldn't be doing?
Yeah, what I've noticed is just doing too much. I feel like it's become really trendy to have like this 10-step skincare routine, and really it's not always needed, not always necessary. If you're doing something and it works for you, then great, keep it up. But a lot of times, yeah, you're just doing too much, too many actives, meaning active ingredients in certain products. So a lot of times less is more.
Perfect. All right. So facials. What other aesthetic procedures do you do?
What about your gua sha class that you or that
What?
you offer?
Okay, yeah. Candice mentioned gua sha. It's a facial technique that I offer. I also have done classes that teaches you how to do it at home. And what gua sha is it's a facial massage and it's really great for sculpting the face and helping with lymphatic drainage of the
Wow.
face, which is going to depuff everything.
Interesting. That's something you do by yourself. You teach us how to do it, or it's something you do?
Yes, yeah, both. I do.
Okay.
I offer it as part of the facial, and
Okay.
then I also teach classes so you can take
Oh,
that information and apply it to your daily or nightly or both routine.
perfect. All right, Lincoln, how did the two of you meet? Would you mind sharing that story?
Well, I actually offered my gua sha and facial yoga class here at Salty, and I did that in the Salt Cave. It was so amazing. And that's really how I first discovered Salty. And coincidentally enough, I also was searching for a location to offer my services. And Candice had just so happened to have a room becoming available. So it really just worked out perfectly and worked out the way it was meant to be. And here I am.
Beautiful. All right. And let's also talk more now about the benefits of the whole self with the whole spa. So we have these services from New Lincoln. And by the way, just curious, are you a native from Ohio? And what is your background? What brought you into this type of business? Would you mind sharing?
Yep, yes, I am a native of Ohio. I first got into the wellness industry back in 2020 when I got my certification to be a yoga instructor. And from there, it led to becoming certified in gua sha and facial yoga, which then grew to me opening an aesthetics practice. So, really, wellness has always been something I've been passionate about, not just for myself, but helping others with. And that's why Salty is the perfect place for me because that's what Salty is all about, those holistic wellness services and self care.
Beautiful. All right. Well, let's talk more about Salty again. Tell us about the benefits of going to a salt cave, going to a spa like this. You know, not everybody is aware of the amazing things that you've taught me, Candice, uh, really about salt. Explain that.
So, salt therapy has been around for hundreds of years. They've been doing it in Europe. They have salt mines that people go and stay a couple days at or a couple hours at. So, it's newer here in the States. When we opened up about 4.5 years ago, there were about 200 facilities, and now I want to say there's over 2,500. So, it's become very popular. People like to add it into an existing business or create their own like I did. So you breathe in these tiny salt particles, kind of like being at the ocean, breathing in that salty air. It's a great way to help with any respiratory or sinus symptoms you
Hmm.
might have because we always do the salt sprays, nasal sprays, saline rinses, which are great and help a lot, but they don't get as deep as we need them to. So
Okay.
these particles can travel a little deeper into your bronchioles. They're great for people that have asthma. It helps with the inflammation in their airways, and it's antibacterial. So it helps cleanse and boost your immunity before the cold and flu season as well.
Got
So
it.
we just recommend that people come and try it a couple times to see how they benefit from it. You don't have to necessarily have an ailment to realize a benefit from it. And it's also great for your skin. It helps with eczema, psoriasis, acne. It helps balance those pH levels and dry out those symptoms. So we use it in our salt cave and we also use it in our salt booth, which is just a higher concentrated, only 15-minute service. That way you're not getting too salted.
Got it. And by the way, tell me where the salt came from, the type of salt you have, and why you chose it.
So the company we went with, they're actually from Poland. So we had the 23,000 pounds of Himalayan salt shipped in. So they tried to create something different for each person, but they grew up in the salt mines themselves. So they make beautiful salt caves. You can have boulders, you can have bricks, you can have salt on the floor, you can have what's called a graduation tower, which is the salt brine that goes over the birch branches to disperse it into the air. So all of our product that for our cave came from Poland. Same with the workers that helped us build it. So it was really cool and unique and to get to know where they're from and where the salt comes from and how they've used it over the years for their benefit.
Beautiful. And let's set up the visual here. Again, let's remind them to go to the website. It's visitsalty.com. But visualize me, walk me through. I mean, we've done a live show before with Candace actually in the cave. How beautiful is it? So you're walking in barefoot, right?
So, yeah, you walk in and there is salt on the floor. So it's like a nice rocky beach, which is great because it exfoliates as well. And then we have salt chunks up on the wall along with salt-shaped bricks.
Mm-hmm.
So it creates a cave-like man-made feel look. It's very cozy. It's only 300 square feet, so it's not very large. So it's more intimate of a service. We can fit 8 people in there. The ceiling is the stalactite look, so it looks like you're in a cave with the pieces coming down, and then there's the fiber optic lights in it, so it kind of looks like a starry sky. So you feel like you've just walked into kind of an underground little salt mine cave. And But it's all above ground, and you just sit in there with that glow of the warm pinkish stones, and the lights are lit up behind some of the rocks. So it creates really a cozy atmosphere, like a bunch of candles being lit around you.
Very
Beautiful.
tranquil.
Yes, yes.
And there's the salt, what is it called? The salt bath. What it was, right?
The
The
salt booth.
booth. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, so our salt booth, that one people it looks more like not a spaceship, but that's what people call it.
Sure,
It's
yeah.
clear glass. It has two white chairs that are plastic, so I could understand that. But that is a generator that actually grinds the medical grade salt into a really fine powder. So that is 15 minutes because it's a higher concentration. And you just sit in there and you focus on breathing deep through your nose and through your mouth, getting that salt into your full respiratory. But it's great to have it on your hair, your skin. So if anyone has any eczema or psoriasis, we recommend tank top shorts so it can reach those areas as well. People come out and they can taste it on their lips, feel it on their skin, and they start having some drainage. So it's great to see it already working before they even come out of the service.
Beautiful. And also we got to meet I forget her name, but she does your energy healing and
Oh,
Reiki. What was her name?
Christina.
Christina. Tell us a little bit about those services as well.
So she offers Reiki and chakra cleansing. So it's an energy work from the Japanese culture, and she helps people release the bad energy and put good energy in. So it helps clearing your seven chakras in your body. I'm horrible at
No,
explaining this.
that's perfect.
No,
She
this
does
is good.
energy work as well,
Yes.
but
Oh, okay.
yeah, so Christina does that. She's more of the energy, non-touch healing work. And it's great for people that need to readjust their spirit, their soul, their mind. A lot of people like to come when they're just stuck somewhere in life and their mentality is negative, or they just feel something isn't right. It's another way to come without having to physically do something. And she has the best energy. You walk into a room with her and you love it. So she helps cleanse and get that negative energy out.
Beautiful. And by the way, I got to also see the storefront. And explain to me a little about Chardon, Ohio, for people that don't know the little strip that you're on and how beautiful type of Main Street atmosphere it is, right?
Yeah, definitely Main Street. Very small, very quaint. Beautiful little town. We have tons of little shops and stores and restaurants, but our retail shop, it's small, but it has all the salt you could think of, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
scrubs or we have different salt lamps. We have gray, white, pink, red. We have salt lamps that heat up, salt lamps you can add aromatherapy to. So some people like to add it in and have that beautiful scent through their house, or they heat them up and use them as massage stones on their neck or back. We do tons of different, more natural products and soaps and scrubs and soaks. We do a Soleil water, which is a salt water that all you do is put a little teaspoon in your water every day, and that helps you get your electrolytes without doing a Powerade or a Gatorade with all the added sugars. Uh, and then we do CBD products and we have teas and honeys. So more of the natural type products that you're looking for without all the additives.
Got it. And what other services do you offer? I know there's plenty more.
So we have the infrared
Infrared.
sauna.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the dry heat sauna that you get the room for an hour. They recommend anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes of sitting in there. It's not as hot as your typical steam sauna, but it does the same thing. So it heats objects instead of the air around you, so it doesn't have to get as hot. But it's really great to help flush out those toxins, do a deep sweat in there. A lot of people like it after recovery, doing training at a gym or running. It helps those muscles recover a little faster. And it's amazing. Every time I do it, I always feel a boost of energy and I then sleep really good that night. I've been trying to do that a lot more this fall just to boost my immune system and help me with the stuff I'm training to make myself better. So it's a great way without being touched, without having to have a massage or go to a gym to help your body recover. Not saying massages aren't great, but some men or women don't like to take off their clothes and be touched by someone. So I always recommend that if they don't. And then we have our ionic foot detox. That is this array that goes in the water, and as it ionizes, it helps pull those toxins out through the pores of your feet. So with the negative and positive ions, it can help pull toxins from like the liver, the kidneys. It tells people maybe if they're having some digestive
Mm-hmm.
problems. So it's fun and gross at the same time. I tell everyone the dirtier the water looks, the better. It means your body's releasing and letting go of those toxins. You get a little chart that you can do like a little self-diagnosis. Some people are already guessing what colors it may be based on what they already know. So we recommend doing that a couple times to see how your body reacts and what you feel different in your body. So a lot of people like to do it after surgeries to get all of those chemicals out that they put in while you're doing a surgery, or if they had a fun weekend with the girls. They like to come in and detox after drinking some wine or holiday eating. So it's just a great way to get things moving and flowing through your body and know what areas you should pay attention to.
Got it. All right. Well, we still have 6 minutes left in the show. What else did you want to share about visiting Salty?
So we do lots of events here. Like Lakin said before, she has done yoga and the gua sha stone events in the cave. So we're always looking for new teachers, new people to collaborate, and new adventures here, really.
Yes.
So if it has something that is interesting to us, intriguing to us, we're always willing to work with you or collaborate or do a pop-up. So we have people that do pop-ups and bring all their plants and they sell plants here, or they
Sound bath, that's been
yes,
popular.
we've been doing the sound bath a lot lately where we do it in the cave. She plays her crystal bowls and does a little guided meditation and it vibrates off those salt walls. It's amazing, relaxing. We have a lady that comes and plays the Native American flute live in the cave. So it's right there, not coming from a speaker. We have the weighted blankets in the cave. We
Mm-hmm.
can do a weighted eye mask, heated massage stones you can hold or put on your neck or back. So we like to do a lot of our events in the cave because that's our biggest service that people feel is the most relaxing and calming. So anything we can offer in there, we are always open for suggestions, ideas, or new collaborations.
Beautiful. And wow. Okay. We got the holidays coming up. We
Mm.
got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, Hanukkah. I'm assuming things get busy now. This is like tis the
Yes.
season, right?
Yes. So we offer gift card specials. You spend $100 buying a salty gift card and you get two free salt caves. You can either gift them or save them for yourself. So a lot of people like that special because they're buying for a friend or family, but then they get a gift for themselves. We also have Pink Friday coming up. That is a newer thing that people like to do. Pink Friday is all about shopping small and thinking small. So it's the Friday before Thanksgiving, and it's a new incentive to get people to come and shop the smaller boutiques and retail stores. So we have that coming up. Then we have the Black Friday, which we don't do really retail specials for, but we do services. We have a lot of people that have people in from out of town, so they'll bring them to come relax, take a nap in the cave after eating all that turkey dinner and wine before they drive home for the weekend. And then we have our Shop Small Saturday where we offer raffles, giveaways, retail prices, and everyone around the square shares each other's specials. And we just encourage everyone to come out and shop small and local on Saturday. And then we are gearing up for Cyber Monday. I don't always do online sales, but Cyber Monday, I usually do retail where you can pick up in store or online gift card discounts. So we're getting ready for all of that, and we'll post those the week of. But yeah, we book up pretty quickly. So Lakin is a one-person show. So if you want a massage or facial, we recommend you get that booked now because she's going to book up really quick for the holidays and people to de-stress before and after. So
Perfect. Well,
it's
thank
always
you.
a great place.
Great. And how can we reach out to you? Could you share?
So both of our info is on our website at visitsalty.com. We're located on the Chardon Square in Northeast Ohio, and our phone number is 440-286-7258.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much. Pleasure having you here. Good, great getting to meet you, Lincoln, and the whole staff and the whole team. I got to meet Candice's husband last week, who's obviously a partner in this awesome stuff, guys. Thank you for being here. Always making this interesting. I love it. And I
Thank
wish I
you.
lived closer, but hopefully one day I get to Ohio. I got a 6 and 8 year old. Are kids allowed in the salt room, or no? You have to be a certain age.
Kids are allowed, but they have to be able to be quiet for 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's the hard part. All right.
Yeah.
But I know you said it could also help with allergies. My son has bad
Yeah.
allergies. We just started allergy shots, so you never know. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
Mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.